Okay, so the market will always behave and adjust itself based on human behavior. So price is controlled by so many factors. Hypes, mind belief of people, use cases by explanation of a company. So that's why sometimes when you are buying into new coins or what we call pre-sale cryptos, you want to see the tokenomics. And what's the tokenomics? You want to see how many are you going to bring available in the circulation, and how many do you keep in the hands of your, if it's a coins that have venture capitalists that have bought into it, how many are they holding? And what was the instruction given to them to protect dumping in the market? So these are factors, all right? And then you look at, are you having what we call bonding mechanisms? So if you have bonding mechanism, that means it would what? Reduce the volume of coins available in the market that will, enhance hyper price. So again, as an individual who want to trade, you have intention to buy, you have selection of about 5 coins, and you want to make choice of just 2 or 1. Or maybe you are in the Signal Forum, like we said, those of you in this batch now, that we're going to give you a kind of pre-hand information of a mini Signal Forum, not necessarily be on the bill with me. For people who want to have a full signals, you have to be on bill with me. All right? And then for you to have more advanced training, is either you go for masterclass of the Crypto Academy, or you are part of private mentorship. All right? Because different skills or different trainings or different tools for different purpose. All right? So now you want to look at, this price. Now 5 coins, we've looked at them. And not all, you don't want to buy all the 5 coins. You only have $200. And I always tell people, please, you are scalping coins. You have only $200 as a beginner because you may want to be trying your fingers. Well, I don't see a reason why you use $200 to buy 4 coins for scalping. It doesn't make any sense. You want to scalp and you have $200. You want to scalp and you have only $200, and then you buy 4 coins, $50 per one. Even when the coin do 5% of scalping, you won't enjoy it. Because it may be only 2 that will do 5%. The other one will do minus 10%. So it will have been better if you want to do, it's okay, I have $200. Let me buy worth of $100 as a beginner over time for a coin. So that when the coin move like 5%, 5% of $100 will be how much? Now, you now look at the other things that you may not look at. We call them external variables that you don't see. What are the external variables? Charges. There are hidden charges that you don't take into consideration. I remember just people who want to work. When they get their work for the first time, especially young graduates. A young graduate will just come and say, by the time I get a job, they are paying me 300,000 naira a month, and then I will assemble it. The first 1 year, I can buy myself a car. He never thought of he's going to eat food, never thought of he's going to transport himself, never thought of other things. And then he just calculated 300,000 naira multiplied by the 6 months. So yeah, I can afford to buy at least some small car for myself, and they laugh. The same thing when you are trading. You say, I trade $100, I make 5%, that give me $5. That's not true. When you were buying the coin, the USDT, the exchange rate you use in buying it may not be the exchange rate you will use to sell it. It may be cheaper where you are selling, and you bought it more expensive. Factor 1. Factor 2, when you are buying, there is a buying cost. The exchange platform will charge you for buying. Yeah, because they help you to hold and buy, so you will see it. Over time, we'll show you those things. Maybe Papa showed you the other time of Binance. They will charge you that. You are selling, they will charge you. Then if you are withdrawing or whatever, or you are transferring to somebody, they will charge you. So you're going to have 4 different charges. So they are little. So let's say your $5, what you have as your net profit on your $5, maybe $3. So that's why when you are scalping or when you are trading Trading or scalping with little money does not make sense. Little money swing and hold it may make sense. Why? Because when you swing or hold, you may do relatively large percentage. How? I can enter a good position on a coin or even an opportunity coin and buy with just $50 and make you fortune. Why? Maybe why we're buying into it. Let me give an example of recent or early this era. We bought a coin that will stay. The coin went up and it has dropped. I don't know where it is now. We used $400 to buy 100,000. And when I checked when it went in all-time high, that same $400 with the same 100,000 pieces was $3,400. That means there is $3,000 profit. But that was not the purpose. The purpose was to stake it and live to see what the company want to do in the future. That's right. You must establish a purpose for every coin you buy. If not, you will lack discipline. And you always feel everywhere. Because I bought a coin for the purpose of staking it and watching what will happen to this coin in the next 2 years, and the company is developing their strategy, and I want to be a whale in that coin. Even when the coin comes, I won't sell. Because you will sell, perhaps, and the coin refuse to come down. Then you start lamenting. Because the purpose of buying the coin was not for buying and selling, but to make insane money when the coin becomes so big. So you can now see at that point, you are attached to the purpose of the company and not just the price movement at that given time. So the same coin you bought and it got up to $3,400 and you didn't sell, will come down below the price you bought. In that case, what you do, because you have established a purpose, is to go back and add more to something. And it was a privilege we were able to see at a deeper rate than you have more money. All right? So, but not all coins, oh, if I have sold, I will have made money. That means you are not mature. You have designed a purpose and still buy it. Okay. So there are times you buy coin with just $50. We've done it before, okay? Coins that make us insane money, we didn't spend so much money on it. And you could spend so much money on some coins, I wouldn't have even given you the same money you were expecting. Okay, so price, and now look at, oh, I want to buy this coin, and then, Godwin, can you get a board here? Now, I will look at price. Out of 5 coins, I need to check which one have relatively cheaper price. So if it's going to be Satoshi, these are part of the questions that some beginners ask about volume of Bitcoin. Volume of Bitcoin is going to be 21 million in circulation. All in all, the year 2140 will have the last Bitcoin back, and then we will have no more Bitcoin. Now, you need to ask, how is 21 million Bitcoins going to circulate the whole world? Well, we have several billions of Bitcoin. The question is that not the whole world will appreciate Bitcoin. Not the whole world. Not everyone will appreciate it. And not everyone will be a holder. But it can pass through everybody, but they will not catch it. It does have a transactional purpose for them. It's only people who understood what it is that want to hold it. So for that, you don't expect it that everybody will hold it. But secondly, we said it is subdivided into lower denominations. That's what brought about what? Subunit in Satoshi. And that's why when you start trading properly, you should understand sometimes you be profit in asset and you are loss in fiat. I've met people who were in profit in fiat and they were jubilating instead of regretting. Why? Because they do not understand solution. Now, if it's a time of accumulation and you have lost in USDT, which is the fiat, or BUSD, or DAI, or USDC, as the case may be, you have lost there, or you see much profit in Satoshi, you better take profit in Satoshi. Because the USDT or the DAI and whatever will come automatically a Bitcoin. You are buying into coin and is consuming the volume of Bitcoin. But price of Bitcoin is going down. You see that you have crazy loss. Right? You have crazy loss on USDT. So when we say Satoshi is subdivided into 8 decimal places. So a man who is unable to buy 1 Bitcoin right, can afford to buy half Bitcoin. That the time will come, the whole money you will have, you will not be able to buy more than a unit of Bitcoin. I do not have the time to teach this thing. These are the things we used to teach those days. Well, we'll tell you about units of Satoshi, tens of Satoshi. So you are going to be done with that, right? No. So we have a unit of Satoshi. So when somebody tell you 1 Satoshi, that's a unit. And what's a unit of Satoshi? 0.0000000. Excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 9. That's a unit of Satoshi. 0.000. So a unit of Satoshi is 7 0 and the digits. I call it a unit or 1 digit. This place, people lose crazy money when they are trading. Sometimes they wouldn't know. They thought they were trading for 1 Satoshi or 10 Satoshi. It was 1,000 Satoshi. It just happened with miners. Because the miners may not accommodate the whole zeros. So if you are carried away by just the 1, no, you need to identify the zeros in between the decimal point to the digit itself. All right? Now, when it's tens of Satoshi, that's going to erase to this 6 zeros, right? 6 zeros and the digits. So 1, 2, 1 0 to what? 1 0 to what? Tens. 1 0 to what? 6 zeros. 1 0 to 99. So it's 10 Satoshi, or we call it 2 units or 2 digits Satoshi. People lost crazy money. They thought they sold something at just 9 Satoshi or 99 Satoshi. Unknown to them, they have sold something or bought something very expensive at 900 Satoshi. Look at what really happened. You will see the exchange platform will create 0.0000. Okay? 0. This is 5 zeros at 9. 9. So they thought this is 99 Satoshi. Meanwhile, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It was actually 999 Satoshi. They were buying at. and they thought they were back at 99 cents. So when you are calculating your Satoshi of your exchange, always be conscious of the zero between the decimal point to the number, not the zeros here. Because in most exchange, they will not allow you to even put this other zero there. As far as the zero that is here, you may just see 99. The other zero may not be there. So, but how will I know that this is not a unit Satoshi or hundreds of Satoshi? It has to be how many zeros? 5 zeros. So 5 zeros, that's 100 to 999. That's hundreds of Satoshi. 100, 101, 102, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 900, 999 Satoshi. Then the one that gets confusing again is when it's now thousands of Satoshi. Then you are going to have 0.00004 zeros, right? And then 1. You may not see these zeros again. You say, this is just 1 Satoshi. You are back at 1,000 Satoshi. You thought you are buying something at 1 cent, you know that you are buying at $10. Then when the thing goes to 2 cents, you say. So, hundreds or thousands of Satoshi will start from 1,000 to what? 9,999. Of 9,000, about 4 nights, yeah, something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Before you get to 10,000, sorry. Start from 0.0000. Get to 999. Yeah. Before you now get to 10,000, you have 3 zeros. Okay, the bottom line is that Satoshi is calculated based on the units, tens, hundreds, thousands, and before you run into tens of thousands. So from tens of thousands, before hundreds of thousands, then before you get to billion. Yeah. So 1 Bitcoin itself has what? 1 Bitcoin is this 1,000,000,000,000. All right. This how many zero? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many is 1 Bitcoin? 1 Bitcoin is 100 billion Satoshi. So that means you have half Bitcoin, you have what? You have 50 million Satoshi. So 100 million Satoshi, so now you're going to have 0.5. So that's going to be 50 billion Satoshi. And in that order. So these are the things that when you start trading that you get to accumulation zone, you are mindful of the volume of Satoshi. I was trading somebody one time, a woman, when he came. That time Bitcoin was at what was Bitcoin? I remember we put $3,000, and that was 0.63 BTC. $0.3 BTC. How much was BTC then? Calculate it. Those three. I bought $3,000 Bitcoin for a woman, and it was 0.36 Satoshi. How much was 1 BTC? $3,000 per Bitcoin. That I said, I don't want that. What is the price of what? Sir? 4,761. Come out and tell them how to write that. Yes. Which is 0.6. How you follow the logic? Nobody they were also in a station.
0.63 is equal to $3,000. Then you can achieve $1. That's the most addition is equal to S. It's mathematical. So it's very simple. The same way marketing may do it. You say I want to buy 10 tomatoes. You give them. You say, okay, you want to buy 20. I'm selling 10 for you for 15 naira. They know they will multiply by 2. But this one is only just a bit logical now. This one is 0.63. And now you want to buy one, which is 1. This one is S. This one like this one like this. And your S cannot be 3,000 over 0.62. I'm saying so that when you are holding your calculator, you can see the always of the calculator. You always need it.
So one Bitcoin was how much? 4,700 and what? Now look at what happened. She started trading. And they were part of the story we talked about Satoshi. That your real value is not in dollar, but in Satoshi. That because when Bitcoin start rocking about and jump up, you don't need to do anything. Just hold your head and your dollar will go. Now, after she has traded so much period, right? Her Bitcoin, she came back, she was jumping up. So I made profit. I said, let me see your account. You guys will be lucky. Because that time I used to check everybody for food, right? What's your portfolio? If your portfolio best about food. Yeah. We want the testimony, not no one noise. So now, when I check her portfolio, she was having $3,700. Revoke, right? Has she made profit? Yes. Yes. Has she made profit? Yes. And that's what market people calculate. That's what professional business people calculate when we invite them to. They get carried away by platform that pay them. Every what? And I say buy Brewlab and stake for 16% 1 year. Yes. You know what is best with that? How can I stake something for 1 year 16%? I hear they are giving me 20% per month. Don't you see that this one is better? And then let me go for this. Have a nice day. I will say don't do this. No. We say priority is the one you are doing by yourself. You diversify here, but you don't make here. So you become major in minor and become minor in major. We did the same to them on Matic and said $1,000, right? I remember when I bought Matic, $1,000 gave me 103,000 pieces of Matic, right? And I was to stake to have 40%, right? APR, right? Now, let's say that 40% APR. Now, people don't ask questions. 40% of what? It is not the percentage that matters. The value of the percentage of what is what matters. Now, this is some fiat, which have what we call inflation. Now, here is some assets. Because the difference between crypto and forex is in crypto, you are trading assets and what? Fiat together. So even if you just buy an asset without trading it, it has capacity to grow in fiat. But in forex, what you're actually doing is you are trading fiat to fiat. Here, percentage drop and percentage growth is on the value of the asset, which is the fiat. Now, if it drop by 50%, right, it's a temporal loss because it does not affect the volume, only affect the value. So value is affected, volume is not affected. Here, there is no volume. We only have what? Value. So 50% loss here is a permanent loss. And that will require 100% work to recover the 50%. So if there's a 100% loss here, it's liquidated, nothing to fall back to. So you are zero. So that's why when you lost in forex, it's a forever loss. You have to work times 2 to recover the half. Now, when there's 100% loss here, go to some point now, you're going to see 100% loss. 99% loss, 100% loss. You now begin to say, why? Because the value have entered negative, -1 down. But that same value, let's say 103,000, nothing changed, is constant. What happened? Allow time to bring in. It will recover from this negative and now enter positive. Then after the recovery, this guy is sitting there as they hold down the asset, and then the value return back and your money comes. Do nothing to recover it. But here, you need a fresh money to now start trading to be able to recover. If you say, I don't need fresh money, I will not come back. It's a permanent loss that will be your brain for life. So now, with this 40%, then somebody brought $1,000 and they are paying 10% every month. So that means to him, in 4 months, he has made by 40%. It's a Yahoo without a phone. Because what is making 40% or 10% every month on is on $1,000. Are we together, please? Now, $1,000 is 10% of $1,000 is how much? $100.